Hey guys, it's JillianVita. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do another braces video, and I wanted to do my top 10 tips for surviving braces while an adult. But before we get into that, I do have to say, if you like this video or any of my content, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel down below, and I will love you forever and ever and ever, and I will give you a big hug if I ever see you. So let me just get back into my video about the top 10 tips that you need to know to survive life as an adult with braces. So number one, I would say, is bring your dental kit with you everywhere you go. Your dental kit is basically what they're going to give you, well, what they should be giving you when you leave your orthodontist, when you get your braces on. And it has floss, it has wax, it has toothbrush, it has toothpaste, and you just want to carry that with you, especially in the beginning when you're still getting used to eating with your braces. And it's really important that you brush your teeth after every single meal. So it basically looks like a little pencil case. Well, mine does anyway. So what I would recommend doing, because mine works for me, bring a little pencil case, and inside of it you could put your toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, your wax, and they give you these little threaders to help you get the floss in between your braces, and make sure you have that in there too, especially in the beginning, because it's kind of hard to floss. It's kind of hard to get used to flossing when you have braces on. Also, a little thing of mouthwash I always keep in there as well. Just, you know, if you can't get to a sink and you can't brush your teeth, you could rinse out your mouth and, you know, help yourself a little bit. So number two, I would say, do not chew hard candy or hard things. Like, people sometimes have a habit of chewing on pen caps or, you know, things that are hard that you really shouldn't be chewing on in the first place, but you will break your brackets. And when your brackets break off, I mean, it's not really a big deal, but you do have to go back, obviously, to orthodontist to have them put back on, and it just makes your appointment even longer. So if you just avoid them altogether, then you don't need to worry about having them replaced, and you can be in and out with your appointments. Like, my appointment's usually an hour and under, so, and I don't often break my brackets. I think I've broken my brackets twice, maybe? So just make sure that you're avoiding chewing on hard things, because it does affect the placement of your brackets and you can pop them off. So speaking of popping off, sometimes your wires will come loose in the back or loose in the front, or, you know, they'll pop out. Usually it's in the back. So if it happens to come out in the back, don't worry about it. Just put a piece of wax on the back of it so it doesn't poke you or stab you. And then go to your orthodontist as soon as possible so he can just pop it back in. Again, it doesn't take a long time, but it can be really irritating if you don't have wax to put on top of it. It's going to feel like you're stabbing yourself in the cheek or the lip or the tongue or whatever, until you do get it put back into its place. So just make sure that you have your wax on you so you can coat it. You just roll your wax into a little ball, you put it on the end of the wire, and then you stick it on the end, and it alleviates the pinching so that it makes it more cushiony so that you're not stabbing yourself. So I don't know what number I'm up to, I guess 3. Another thing is, I was super nervous about this because my tooth, I think it was this one, started to get really loose, and I was really nervous. I was thinking that my tooth was going to fall out or something, and it's just really normal. So just be prepared for your teeth to feel like they're loose when you bite, shifting, because your teeth obviously have to get loose in order for them to shift into where they're supposed to be. And I just want you guys to not worry if your teeth get loose or you notice some wiggling. They're not going to fall out. I've actually had dreams, because it's so, like, in my mind about my tooth. I was so nervous of my tooth being loose. I've had dreams that my teeth all fell out, but your teeth are not going to fall out. It's totally normal. So just be aware that that's probably going to happen, but don't worry about it. When you get your braces on, for the first few days probably, you do want to eat softer foods, and when you get them tightened, you're going to want softer foods, just because your jaw is going to be a little bit sore and your teeth are going to be a little bit sore, just because it's adjusting to the realignment and it's adjusting to being tightened. So your teeth are going to be shifting, but your jaw, you know, to chew and everything else is going to put pressure on them. So I would just recommend eating softer foods the first few days after you get your braces and after you get your braces tightened. So another thing is, don't whiten your teeth. I know that a lot of people really are into whitening their teeth and so on and so forth, but I would just say to not do it until your brackets are taken off, because you are going to make the discoloration of your teeth so much worse than it's already going to be, because you're basically going to look like your teeth have a suntan, because your little squares are going to be white. I mean, little squares are going to be the color of your teeth before you got your braces put on. And then all around your teeth, your enamel is going to be super white. So it's not going to look great. So you might as well just wait until your braces come off and then do your whitening treatment, because you're probably going to want to do that anyway. Another thing is floss. So like I said before, they do come with little floss threaders, but after a while you kind of get the hang of threading your floss through your braces on its own. So it becomes like a habit. But it is super important that you floss, because it's even harder to get in between your teeth when you have braces on. So flossing is really, really important. Mouthwash is also super important too, so you could rinse in between your teeth. A water pick is something that I also recommend, because like I said, your toothbrush can get in between your teeth, but there's only so much, you know, your toothbrush can do, because there's obviously the barrier of the metal that is preventing your toothbrush from really getting in between every single one of your teeth. So a water pick will definitely alleviate some of that, the barrier between your brush and your teeth because of your braces. So another thing is to avoid foods that stain. That's, you know, another reason why people tend to want to whiten their teeth when they have braces, because a lot of times the braces can get stained or discolored, because especially if they have ceramic braces or plastic braces, the clear ones, because they can be discolored by darker foods like beets or turmeric or, you know, coffees and things like that. It can cause discoloration. So just, you know, be careful and be mindful of darker foods or foods that stain. So I have to wear rubber bands, meaning that my rubber bands connect my top teeth and my bottom teeth so that my jaw can be realigned. So there's a good chance that you might need to wear rubber bands as well. And I know they can be really uncomfortable. Sometimes they do give me a headache, but wear your rubber bands, because that's really the only way your teeth are going to shift. Your jaw is going to shift if it needs realignment, and I recommend wearing them as much as you possibly can to bed, at work, at school. Basically every single second of the day, besides when you brush your teeth and when you eat. Other than that, your rubber band should be in your mouth 24/7, and you will notice a huge difference in the way that you speak, the way that you bite, how you smile, and a lot of that is due to your rubber bands. So I think the last thing that I want to say is just really be confident and smile, and don't be shy about your braces, because, you know, so many people have had braces before, or when they were kids, or when they were teenagers, or when they were adults, or they're thinking about getting braces. So it's not really as quote unquote nerdy and geeky as it might have used to be. And like I said, when I first got my braces on, it's no secret that I was really shy and I was apprehensive about smiling. But I make it a point to smile now. I think it's like my signature thing right now. Like I've become so accustomed to having them. I think it's going to be weird when I do get them off. So I would just really recommend to be confident with yourself, and, you know, nothing changes, and just make sure you smile and be proud of the fact that you're doing something for yourself, and know that it's not going to last forever, and that soon they'll be off and you'll have beautiful, pearly, perfect teeth. So like I said before, you guys, if you like this video, or if you like any of my videos, please be sure to subscribe down below. And I love you so much for watching. So until next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.